Okay, so we are looking at place value, exercise 1.1. Question 1. Draw a ring around the expression that is equivalent to 0.67. From here, we have some expanded form going on here. So let's expand this and see what the answer and compare with our answers. So 0.67, 6 is in the tens place, so it's 6 over 10. Then 7 is in the hundredths place, so that's 100, 7 over 100. And so our answer is going to be this one. Okay. Question 2, it says, what does the digit 5 in 3.065 represent? In other words, this what does the digit 5, or what's the place value of the digit 5 in 3.065? And that is 5 is in thousands, the thousands with the THS at the end, please. Question 3. Question 3 says Magda regroups 56.079 in different ways, but two of the answers are wrong. Which answers are wrong? Okay, so let's start with A. So A says 5,607 tens. That can be rewritten as what? 5,607 over 10 plus 9,000, 9 over 1,000. Okay, and that gives us 560.7 plus 0.009, because when a number is being divided by 1,000, you move the imaginary decimal point or decimal point from the end to the what, to the left. And in this particular case, because it's 1,000, you move 3 times to the left. Okay, and so this is going to be what we get. The final thing will be 560.709. And when we compare it to what we have over here, it's not the same. So this will be our first wrong answer. Our second wrong answer, let's go to B to find out. We have 56 ones and or plus what, 79 thousands, and that is 56 plus 0.079, and that gives us what, 56.079. Okay, so this answer is correct in comparison to what we have in the question. Let's check C. C, we have 56.79. 56.79. So this is our next wrong answer. C is our next wrong answer. For D, D gives us what? 56.079, and same as E. Okay, when you add them up, you are adding them up with respect to the decimal places. So that's the same thing. So we have our wrong answers to be A and C. Question 4. Question 4 has to do with multiplication and division with a 10, 100, 1,000, and so on and so forth. So whenever you are multiplying, right, when multiplying with a 10, okay, the decimal point moves to the right, okay, once, because a 10 has 1 0. So multiplying with a 10, the decimal point moves once to the right. Multiplying with 100, decimal point moves 2 times to the right. And multiplying by 1,000, the decimal point moves 3 times to the right. When dividing, okay, when dividing, the decimal point moves to the left. So when it's dividing by 10, it moves once to the left. When dividing by 100, you move 2 times to the left. and when dividing by 1,000, you move 3 times to the left. Okay, so we have 37 divided by 10, that gives us 3.7. As we said, the decimal point at the end over here moves once to the left. Okay, and so in order to get 0.37 from 0. From 3.7, the decimal point has moved 1, so clearly to the left, so that was also divided by 10. And from here to here, let me clean this real quick. Okay, and from 0.37 to 37, it's very obvious that the decimal point moved to the right. It moved to the right 2 times to the right. So that is times the what? 100. So based on what I have given you, I believe we can do the other questions. Good. So I'm going to leave that for you. I'm going to do these questions on your own. Good. So question 5, it says complete the place value diagram. Now we have 91.969, and in this expanded form, we know very well when we are expanding, we consider the place value of each digit. So the first digit is in the tens place, right? The tens place. And so that's why we have 9 as 90 in the tens place. The second digit is 1 in the ones place, so we maintain our 1. The next digit is 9 in the tens place, and in the tens place, that's a 9 divided by 10, right? And 9 divided by 10 is a 0.9, because the decimal has moved from the back once to the left. Okay, and then we have 0.06, which is 6 in the hundreds, and then the last one will be what? 9 in the thousands. Okay, and so a number divided by 1,000, we get um we get the decimal point at the back moving to the left 3 times, so 0.009. Okay, so write the number 6 tens, 400, 5,000 as a decimal. So we have 6 tens plus 400s plus 5,000s. And so we get what? Dividing by 10, once moves, decimal point moves once to the left, right? So from here, we move once to the left, and so it's 0.6. And then dividing by 100, we have a 0.04. Dividing by 5, 0.005. And so in adding this 0 points, we add the first decimal places, that's a 6. Then we have in the second decimal place a 4, and then in the third decimal place we have a 5. And so we go with that. Okay. Okay, so this table shows what digits, or complete the table to show what digits in the number 47.506 represents. So 4 represents the tens position, 5 represents what? The, the 10th position, 6 represents what? The thousand, and 7 represents the ones place or position. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. We've already learned that, multiplying by 10, multiplying by 100, the decimal place moves to the right. The number of zeros you are, you know, that is in a 10 or 100 or so on and so forth. So 5.6 becomes what the zero, the decimal point moves to the right, 1 and 2. So we have a what? A 50, a 560. This we get a 412.8. This, in dividing by 100, the imaginary decimal point at the end of the whole number moves 1 and 2. So here we have a 1.91. Multiplying by 1,000, we have an 880. Dividing by 1,000, 1, 2, 3. So we get 0.67. 0.670 is the same as 0.67. So in dividing by 10, 0.63. Okay. It says draw a ring around the expression that is equivalent to 4.063. Okay, so just by eyeballing, I can see that the answer is A. The answer is A. Okay. Question 10. Let's do, so I'm going to leave question 10 for you. We've done a lot of the multiplication by 10 and by 100 and by 1,000 and division by 10, 100 and 1,000. So solve question 10 on your own. Good.